Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super grateful to have you. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. So I do want to say, if you guys didn't see my last video, I do apologize for my background here. We just moved into a new house, so there is no like picture perfect background area in my house yet. So you get to deal with my super empty room at the moment. But today I have something so very exciting for you guys. I have been waiting a very long time, almost like a year, for this deck, to be honest. So if you guys are brand new here, I do tarot reviews for Liminal 11. They are a tarot publisher. They've recently started doing oracle decks as well, so that's going to be the next one we will look at, is going to be an oracle deck, which is so exciting. But this one has been teased for a very long time. So if you guys have been following Liminal 11 on Instagram, I know you've seen it. If you have been following me anywhere, I know you've heard me talk about it. And if you are a part of my Facebook group, Tarot Readers Unite, I know you know about this deck. But what we are talking about here, my friends, is a very long awaited deck. And oh my goodness, everyone has been stoked about this since it was first announced. So if you didn't see the title and you didn't even look at the picture and you just clicked and you don't know why we're here, we're talking about the Mystical Medleys Tarot deck. Oh my goodness, you guys, you have no idea the silent little screams and dances I did when I opened the box yesterday that I got in the mail and I saw this beauty, because I wasn't anticipating this until November. I guess it was released in October or the beginning of October, but we're still in September. So I am just so grateful when this happens, when Liminal 11 sends me decks preemptively while they're still on pre-order, because like I said, I'm not expecting it until November. It decided to release a little bit earlier in October, but here we are in September holding this deck right now. So I always say a huge thank you to everyone at Liminal 11, all the beautiful people over there that keep me in their good graces and like to send me stuff to share with you guys, because this makes my heart so happy to hold this. You guys have no idea. I've even been following Mystical Medleys on Instagram just so I can see more of this deck all the time. And you guys, if you haven't seen the walkthrough yet, definitely go check that out. You already know. I will have that linked in the description box for you guys. I will do a full walkthrough of the box and the deck. You guys already know that. But if you have been following my Liminal 11 journey, you know that we've been watching Liminal 11 like evolve over time, which is so beautiful to watch. I really love it. I love watching all of the little creative changes here and there that we get to see with all these Liminal 11 decks. And I'm so surprised every single time, because I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't know if these things are creative, like artistic choices by like the person who made the deck, or if this is Liminal 11's choices or what. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure they probably talk about it amongst themselves and they all decide what they want. But I love looking at these every single time. It's always just such an exciting feeling. Like, you have no idea. Every single time I open this, I'm like, what's new, Liminal 11? What are we doing today? So let's take a look at the box first off. Mystical Medleys all over the box. As you guys can already see from the imagery, we're looking at a 1930s cartoon style, those very early Mickey days, right? Like Steamboat Willie type days, like really awesome cartoon style. And that is why everybody has been dying in anticipation for this deck, because holy guacamole, look at how beautiful that is. Look at how vibrant those colors are. This is just so exciting to see in a tarot deck. So here we go. We got your little magnetic flip top box again. And I love that because I like to keep my boxes, so anything you do to add to that box makes me very happy. And when you open it here, you've got the Devil card. So this is the image of Baphomet. And if you guys have been following the story, this was the very first image which actually kicked off the entire deck. So this is something that the creator of this deck, Gary Hall, he had started with this image, and it just took a whole, run with it, right? So this is so beautiful. That's why you see this everywhere. When you see Mystical Medleys, they have this like all over the PR, all over everything. That is why, because that's the very first image. So you will also see that right here. There's your Baphomet again. So cute, right? I don't think you can see it here. Oh, you can. There's a little star in there, right? So cute. Oh my goodness. And we do also, in addition to our Baphomet here, we are picking up those suits pattern again. I love that. I love when Liminal 11 incorporates that. So it's so nice to see all of the little like wink wink things that they add into the box. I love this color, by the way, this maroon. So, I mean, you guys already know, it's so exciting to me every single time I open these. I'm always just, what's new? What are we looking at this time? What's going on over here? And we do also, in the bottom of this box, have the sun. So I do believe the first time that we saw these inclusions in the box were the Luna Soul, where you have those little exciting hidden images there. I could be wrong, but I remember it very vividly in the Luna Soul. So let's go ahead and take a look at our box first, our book. And here we have, again, our little Baphomet. And as we see time and time again with our Liminal 11, you have a little hardcover guidebook. So I love that this is so colorful. This deck to me is very reminiscent of the Luna Soul, and I love it, and you'll see why. But here we have in your book, you have a foreword by Leah Moore talking about finding Gary Hall's image and starting to work on this deck and whatnot. So like I say in every single one of these, you guys should read your foreword, you should read your introduction, because they do take the time to write these notes to you. So they're always so cute. And then here you have an introduction from Gary Hall as well. So cute. I love these. And I love the little thank yous that they always do. This one says, I want to personally thank you, the person reading this, for choosing this deck, and I hope you get as much enjoyment from it as I did from creating it. So that's why I say always read those. They're always so sweet. They're always so cute. Here you have the major Arcana. I love this style that we're going with, how it looks like burnt and antiqued, and then you still have the colors on there. So there's a little intro about the majors. This is so cute, you guys. I can't even stand it. And this is what it looks like for your majors here. So you do, with Liminal 11, they do have color pictures. Here's this. I don't believe that there are reverse meanings in this one. I think it was the new chapter where they did have reversals in some of them, but this one, it doesn't look like they do. So it looks like this one is just kind of divinatory messages. That's what it looks like all the way through your majors. You guys already know that. And then after your majors, we have the exclusive cards. Liminal 11 loves adding those extra cards, whether it's them or their artists, whatever. There's always extra cards in Liminal 11 decks, and you can either keep them with the box as like a little trophy of the deck, or you can add them into the deck. I personally love adding them into the deck. By all means, throw more cards in there. I love it. So then you have your minors, a little intro about your minors. And this is what it looks like. Again, with Liminal 11, you're always going to have those little divinatory messages for your minors, for every single card in there. And then when you get to the end, you have how to read the tarot. I love, love, love. If you guys are new here, I love when tarot decks take the time in the book to include things for beginners. It's like the cherry on top for me. It shows that you are very well aware that a brand new beginner to tarot or oracle could pick up your deck not knowing anything about it and look to this book for guidance. So please, you guys, if you're ever creating a tarot or oracle deck, do not discount the simple little thing here about reading the tarot spreads, right? How to ask questions, things like that. Those are always good things to put in your book. So here we have tarot spreads, quick on the draw, that's a 1 card. What's happening? 3 cards. Lights, camera, action is 5 cards. A spirit scale is 7 cards. Those are always Liminal 11 exclusive spreads there at the end of the book. And then that's it. You have a cute little picture here. I do believe that is your strength card. This is so stinking cute, you guys. Oh, you have no idea how excited I am to have this in my hands. Like, if you can't tell, if my excitement is not radiating through your screen right now, I'm kind of fangirling a little bit over here. So let's look at the back of your cards. There you go. So cute. As above, so below. Little infinity symbol, right? You have your little pyramids, your eyes, your moons. There are suits as well on here. Look at that. I'm not sure if Mystical Medleys had a special edition, like a collector's special edition through Liminal 11. When I checked last night, I didn't see it. I just looked for the release date. I know that the Seed and Sickle does have a special limited edition with all of the bits and bobs, so I would assume that this deck would, but also I cannot confirm or deny that one. So you just have to look on Liminal 11's website when you're looking at their tarot, their shop section. They will always have included on there, if they do have a special limited edition, you'll see it. It'll be just crazy. There's like a tin and, you know, a bag and all kinds of stuff. You guys saw I had a couple special limited editions. It was the Cosmic Slumber and the White Newman. So usually if they have them, they're stunning. You guys have to check them out. They come with a great velvet bag and everything. I did just get sent the regular deck. So like I said, I was just checking the release date to make sure like I had this right, because I wasn't anticipating it until November. But I do want to say, if you guys are familiar with Liminal 11 decks and you want to know what this cardstock is, we are working with the same cardstock here as the Luna Soul, okay? So the new second print of the Luna Soul is what I'm talking about. So we're still tracking Liminal 11's cardstock. I know that's a huge issue for a lot of people, especially if your first introduction to Liminal 11 was the Modern Witch. Everybody always wants to know what's going on with Liminal 11's cardstock. So I do want to say this is substantially thinner than the Modern Witch, than the Cosmic Slumber. It's still pretty thick, so please don't try to I can't stand when people bend the card in half to make a note of the cardstock. Please don't do that to your cards. Please, you can tell how thick it is just by looking at it, just by holding it. You don't have to bend it, please. I really love the thicker cardstock. I know it does make for a hard shuffle, but it also means that your cards are going to last longer. So I've had to replace my Rider-Waite Smiths quite a few times in the few years that I've had them, and I have yet to be like, I need to buy another Liminal 11 deck. You know what I mean? So have your own opinion on that. Do what you will with that information. But as you guys can see, these images are just beautiful. I love the size on this deck. I would go so far as to say it is normal tarot size. It doesn't seem gigantic. It doesn't seem too small. So I'm glad that they didn't go down in size like they did with the new chapter. I mean, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but I always kind of look for these little things in Liminal 11 decks. Like, what did we do with the size? What did we do with the cardstock? Is this glossed? Is this not? So as you guys can see here, it's not glossed. It doesn't have that high gloss like the Modern Witch. It is that kind of matte type gloss like the new chapter and the Luna Soul. So I do really love that. Actually, I think this is more like the new chapter than the Luna Soul. I feel like the Luna Soul might be a bit more matte, a bit more textured on that side. But you know, if you guys love Liminal 11 decks, if you love the imagery, if you love the artist, if you love the publisher, you're not going to be disappointed with the deck, right? So do with that information what you will. I am just here to report it to you, and I can't tell you how excited I am to have this deck. I will also link below in the description box for you guys, as always, all of Liminal 11's information, all of Gary Hall's information, Mystical Medleys information. I know there is a separate Instagram page just for Mystical Medleys. So I will do my due diligence, put all of that down there for you guys. So if you're interested in following Liminal 11's progress onto the next deck, which is the Seed and Sickle Oracle, you can go check out Liminal 11's website. if you're more interested in things that are coming out regarding the Mystical Medleys, you can also check that out, okay? Because I would love to see these images on merch, on everything. I don't care what it is, I want it. If it's a poster, if it's stickers, if it's shirts, if it's sweaters, if it's, you know, tarot cloths, tarot bags, I don't care what you're putting this imagery on, Gary Hall. I want it. I want all of it, okay? It's beautiful. This is probably one of my favorite Liminal 11 decks, up there with the White Newman. I think these images are just timeless, just absolutely timeless, and I am so very thankful that Gary Hall decided to partner with Liminal 11 for this deck, because I have it in my hands and I'm so excited. It looks like Betty Boop. Look at that. It's so cute. It's so cute. So I am interested to know how you guys feel about this deck, because I know not everyone is a big fan of like Betty Boop style imagery, right? So stinking cute. Holy cow. I also, I can't get over it. It's just so cute. I'm gonna look at this like every single day. This deck is just going to have all of my energy inside and out of it, because I'm gonna be handling it so much. But I'm interested to know if some of you guys are like not a fan, right? Because I'm sure there are people on the flip side that are just not a big fan of this one. Maybe you like the White Newman a little bit better, the imagery on that one, or maybe you're more of a fan of the darker, like New Chapter tarot, where it's very serious. I'm very interested to know your thoughts on this deck, because I have no doubt that people are going to be stumbling on this video for a long time, because this deck is so timeless. I have a feeling in my gut that this deck is going to be around for a long time. I have a feeling that this deck is going to be put on a lot of things. I do. I have that feeling about it, like the Modern Witch and the Cosmic Slumber, how they have so much that they're doing with it, right? You have the coloring books, you have all of those things. I have a feeling in my gut. I cannot confirm or deny, but I do have a feeling that this is just gonna be a huge hit. I just know it. It's so beautiful, and everyone that has been around with me for a long time has also been looking forward to this deck for a long time. So as of today, I don't know what today is, September 20 something, like the 25th or something, y'all, I never know what day it is, but as of today, I think this deck is still on pre-order. When it comes to these decks, I do put the Liminal 11 purchase info down there in the description instead of the Amazon purchase info, but you can find these Liminal 11 decks on Amazon if for some reason you can't get it shipped to you through the Liminal 11 website. Liminal 11 does have two separate purchase sites for Canada and US. It goes through Barnes & Noble instead. So if you guys are ever having issues, I see that all the time with Liminal 11 decks, people are constantly saying they have issues with the Liminal 11 site, because that is for UK purchasing and shipping. They do have the links on there. When you guys click on your tarot deck through the Liminal 11 site, there are links for the ships to the US, ships to Canada. They do go through Barnes & Noble, and once it's out, once it's released, you can always get them on Amazon as well through the name. It's usually either the publisher or the name of the person, but they will be on Amazon. I see all of them on Amazon eventually after they're published, right? And you can still do your pre-orders on Amazon as well. I usually try my very best to keep an eye on all of that to make sure if anyone ever has questions, I can answer them adequately. I don't work for Liminal 11. I don't get paid by Liminal 11 to do any of this, but I do just want to help you guys out to the best of my abilities when you guys are looking to purchase these beautiful decks, because here I am promoting them to you with my face, right? I was gonna say with my cara. So I really hope that if you guys made it to the end, you like this video. If you made it to the end, please give me a big old thumbs up. You know that helps me out so very much, and it's a free way that you can support my channel. Definitely check out my link tree in the description box. It's got everything on there, all my socials. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Facebook, if you want to join my Facebook tarot group, Tarot Readers United. I will also, Tarot Readers Unite, sorry. I will also say my Amazon wish lists are back up and running. So my Tarot and Oracle wish list, as well as my book wish list, those are back up and running with my new address, so you guys can send things now. But my shop will still be on hold for probably another week or two until I get all of my boxes into my room situated and everything, because I know where my shop boxes are in the garage, but if I get an order right now today and I have to go down there and grab everything out of the boxes and try to put together an order, it's just gonna be a huge headache. So I do have the shop on hold for another week or so, and I do greatly appreciate you guys for like hanging in there with me while I'm doing this move, while I'm like juggling a million things right now. So like I said, you guys, check out Liminal 11, check out Mystical Medleys, check out Gary Hall, and the more that you follow all of Liminal 11 stuff, they will always promote their next projects. So their next decks, their next coloring books, their next books, whatever. They will always talk about their next projects, so you guys can basically see what's coming next, what to anticipate, right? As I said already, the next one that we are going to see from Liminal 11 is the Seed and Sickle Oracle. So I hope you're as excited about that as I am, because that is the first exclusive Oracle deck from Liminal 11 outside of the Golden Constellations that we saw in the White Newman special edition. So I really hope that wherever you guys are when this video reaches you, that you have a beautiful, wonderful day, my friends, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.